Let's get on.
Wild card weekend, baby.
It is Wild Card Weekend. What's up, Justin Henry? It's your boy Dan from the Fantasy Gods, man. It's the Gawdscast on a Friday night.
Friday night, baby.
Friday night. Is this how we live in?
You
Um,
know,
welcome. It's Wild Card Weekend. I'm excited. Got the Bills hat on. We ready. We rock and roll. The Mafia's ready. I know your Niners are ready.
Niners are ready to go, baby.
Let's
And we're going to handle business against these trash-ass Seahawks.
Trash.
Trash-ass Seahawks, bro. We're
Trash.
going to handle light work.
They
We're
got
moving on. I ain't worried at all about this game. You worried at all about these Dolphins?
200 yards this game. I feel like they're just going to plow the Seahawks.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of CMC. We're going to see a lot of Elijah Mitchell. It's going to get ugly for the Seahawks team. I don't think they're ready, bro.
They're not ready. They're not ready for you.
And you know how it's been up here. Like, I don't know if people know, but like we live in Sacramento, Northern California, and like the weather up here has been shit, bro. Like it's been terrible. Wind, rain. I think a lot of that's going to be there in Santa Clara on Saturday. So we'll see tomorrow. I think both teams are going to try to stick to the run game. We'll see how effective they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Crims, man, go Bills. Yes, sir. What's good?
Oh, all these damn Bills fans.
If you guys are joining us on TikTok, hop over to YouTube. You got me and Justin Henry. It's the Gawdscast on a Friday night, man. We're talking Wild Card Weekend. Let's just go over every game.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we start with the Seahawks and Niners. Niners are definitely favored in the game. If we want to talk about points, what are you thinking? You like the Niners and the point, or not the points because Seahawks and the points, or the Niners minus the points? Where are you at?
So for me, man, this is one of those matchups where the Seahawks, they're going to put up a fight, but at some point you just got to admit that a team is much better than the other team. And this is one of those cases where the Seahawks are lucky to be there. They limped in, and the Niners are rolling. This is a machine. We have not lost since the trade of Christian McCaffrey, and it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. The run game's there. Christian McCaffrey's back. Elijah Mitchell is back. The receivers, Deebo Samuel's back. It's like this team is getting healthy at the right time. I just don't see a way that Seattle can keep up. If I was playing this game with a side, I'd take the Niners minus 9.5, but I probably would lean towards the under in this game, which is sitting about 42 points. I think that's the play here for me.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you, man. I don't see how the Niners can't roll in this game, especially at home. I mean, everything is going right for the Niners. And it's crazy. Like, who would have thought your third string quarterback? It's great to have the depth, right?
That's what Shanahan does, bro. I honestly don't get it. Like, how does Shanahan do that for every single quarterback? It doesn't matter who steps in there; they all produce. So, yeah, bro, it's been good to see BCB do his thing.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's been good, but I don't know, man. I'm waiting on that big play. Like, he's gonna have to make a big play. I don't think it happens this week, but at some point, we're going to have to see Brock Purdy make that play.
He's got to overcome adversity. It seems like in most of his games that I've paid close attention to, he's kind of had the lead. It's just easy to maintain when you're there. You have a elite defense, great running game, obviously great weapons, but where's the game where he's down 2 scores?
The only time we've been like somewhat kind of a sticky situation, which is weird, it's against the Raiders, right? Against the Raiders, it was a tough game. But for me, like, handle business. We knew we were the better team. So at the end of the day, the Niners, man, against the Seahawks team, they just played a couple weeks ago. Niners rolled. It'll be the exact same thing. And that was in Seattle, bro. This is at home, first opening game. Like, and the Niners are on championship path. The Seahawks team is lucky to be here with Geno. Probably going to be looking at quarterbacks there with that top 5 pick.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say why they can't roll in this game. I take the Niners minus 9.5. Jacksonville and the Chargers. Okay, so Jacksonville plus 2.5. Chargers without Mike Williams. Ooh,
that was a big loss for them, bro.
What do you think? That's a huge. First of all, why is Mike Williams playing in a meaningless game?
I'm not gonna lie, that's damn near a fireable offense. Like, Austin Eckler came out and said he was happy that the guys played, but like getting your guy out, because Mike Williams is out for 2 to 3 weeks now. It's not like this was just a easy injury. He's out again for 2 to 3 weeks when he was just getting hurt. So I normally don't mind guys playing, but in a situation where they had things locked and they've already been injured all season long, Like the Chargers have been hurt all year.
Right.
Why are you playing your guys? It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me. I definitely wouldn't be doing that. It's just stupid, especially at the end of the year. Like, okay, the beginning of the year, you're looking at wins. You're trying to just make the playoffs is the goal, right? And then if
Yep.
you happen to have a really good team, okay, maybe you shoot for the bye, this, that, and the other. But why? This is crazy. You have to take guys out. So, at Jacksonville, and they've been rolling too. Underrated defense, holding teams, under to where I never thought they could. Like preseason, I thought the Jags were going to be garbage. Like just
I actually kind
garbage.
of like the Jags. I didn't think they'd be a playoff team, but I like the Jags.
Yeah. So I think that I'm probably going to take the Jags plus 2.5, but I think the Chargers can sneak it out and win. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close
I
game.
like the Chargers to cover. I don't know why. I got this feeling about this defense, like they're going to come to play, and everybody's on the Jacksonville hype train right now. I kind of like this Herbert, Keenan Allen. They're both healthy, looking good, like their old selves, and then the defense is playing well. So I think they're the better team on paper.
Mhm.
Now the coaching is probably going to be the difference. Doug Peterson's a way better coach than Brandon Staley. So we're going to find out a lot about that on Saturday night.
Yeah. We'll see. We've got two good quarterback prospects that came out in Herbert and Trevor Lawrence, and man, I'm ready. I'm ready to see something special. I would like to see Trevor Lawrence and Herbert, shine.
Let me ask you this.
We'll see those guys.
We've seen both of these guys now. We've seen Herbert for a couple of years. We've seen Trevor Lawrence now for a couple of years. If I don't want to say who's better now, 5-10 years from now, when we go back and we look at the story of Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert and their ascension or otherwise, who do you think has had the better career in 10 years?
Well, for me, I mean, I'm gonna stick to my dynasty ranks as a prospect, and it's still Trevor Lawrence to me. I think that he had a horrible rookie season. This a horrible, and Herbert had the opposite, like just phenomenal rookie season. But I think situations matter, and I think that Trevor Lawrence dominated since like out the womb. Like this dude is just another level of prospect. I think he's incredibly intelligent. They just got to put things around him. They finally signed Christian Kirk, which I thought it was kind of a bonehead move, but it seems like it's paid off. Christian Kirk, and I think he ended as the fantasy wide receiver 11.
Yeah, he was up there. He was a wide receiver 2 in most leagues.
Yeah, so most of your high end wide receiver 2, low end wide receiver 1 numbers. And that's all they need to do is surround guys with talent. And I think Herbert came in; he already had the talent. He had Eckler, he had Keenan Allen, he had Mike Williams. So he had at least a trifecta of talent, and his numbers are a little bit inflated to that. But I mean Herbert he's a great prospect. I'm not gonna. It's kind of splitting hairs, but I'm still on that Trevor Lawrence side.
I think you get the easy win talking about Trevor Lawrence right now. Talking about Justin Herbert right now. You get the easy win talking about Justin Herbert, right? Yes. He played well. He looks good. The arm strength there. The talent's there. But he's also had the coach who's willing to go for it on fourth and sling it downfield in Brandon Staley. He's also had weapons. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. They brought in Gerald Everett this year. Trevor Lawrence has not had those weapons. Right. He's just now starting to get a little bit of talent. And a guy named Calvin Ridley will be there on the field next year. What happens when Keenan Allen retires? What happens when Mike Williams slows down? Austin Eckler is 27 going on 28. What happens when he slows down? Right. Brandon Staley might be out of a job here very soon. What happens to Herbert when the situation is not ideal? That's what I want to know. Give me Trevor Lawrence.
Me too. Yeah, I'm with you, man. It just the things they just lined up for Herbert early.
Yes.
Let's just see what happens.
The front runner.
The Chargers and the Jags both need to work on getting weapons for these guys. They have to surround these guys with weapons. And that just helps. I mean, look, we've seen it over the years. We've talked about this on the Fantasy Gods TikTok. We've talked about this on multiple podcasts. Look what happens when you give your quarterbacks weapons. A la Stephon Diggs to Josh Allen, a la DeAndre Hopkins to Kyler Murray. Now, A.J. Brown and Tyreek Hill to their respective quarterbacks. They just elevate. So you have to, no matter what the talent is, you have to give them weapons, man.
Facts.
The only person that's really consistently throughout the years done well without weapons, the GOAT, Tom Brady. He's
Tom
done
Brady.
things without the superstars, but in his older age, now you need the Mike Evans, the Chris Godwins, the Gronkowskis. So, but Wes Welker is not a super elite
He
guy.
made him elite.
Yeah, like
So
Edelman, not a super elite guy. Like,
there's going to be a lot of talk about this Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert thing, no matter who wins, right? No matter what, it's going to be. I think this will be a story. If LA wins, they're going to be like, okay, Justin Herbert's ready now. Now he's taking that ascension. He's ready to go. If T-Law wins, it's going to be T-Law's ready, but they're going to say, Justin Herbert ain't ready. He's not him.
yeah,
Like, there's going to be a lot of people shitting on Justin Herbert if they don't win.
that is true. Yeah, I think all the pressure is on Herbert in this game for sure. I think Trevor Lawrence has nothing to lose. They could just say, "Oh, it's the Jags," whatever. It's all good. But yeah, no pressure whatsoever. I think he probably has some pressure that he's at home in a playoff game. He's probably like, "Oh, I don't want to lose at home."
Right.
I think if Herbert loses, there's going to be a lot of questions.
So you got the Jags with the points. I got the
points.
All right.
Yeah.
All
right.
Baby.
All right, next one. Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is minus 13.5. That's a lot of points. I'm not going to lie, but there's no two in this game. They got Skyler. I can't.
Skyler, man.
Bills by 50. No, I mean, of course. Let's go. Hey, I got all this on the timeline, man. Bills Mafia. Shouts to Shay. Shouts to Trey.
Handle that.
Great hat. Go Bills. Hey, appreciate you. Okay. So, the Bills for me at home, coming off of an emotional win against the Patriots. Shout out to Mr. Hamlin. I am so thankful that he's okay.
Yeah, man.
Great news. There's no timetable for his return. I don't expect.
Don't need one. His timetable is that he's on the up and up. Yep.
This year. If he wants to support us on the sideline, great. But if he could stay home all he wants.
Oh my God! You already know how they're about to play that, bro.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like it'll be next week or the week after in a game that really means that he's gonna be on the fucking sideline. Oh my God! Be there.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And I'm here for it. And thankfully he's okay. And again, shout outs to all of the first responders that were there to help save his life.
Yes, sir.
But I absolutely think that there's no way that the Bills don't win this game. It's set up for them to win it. With Tua out, I would have said with Tua, different story. Tua's a solid to above average quarterback. But I don't Skyler, I can't see it. So
it's like, even with Teddy, like it would have been cool with Teddy.
Yeah, they'd be cool with Teddy, exactly. So I'm gonna take the Bills minus the points on Bills to cover.
Yeah, I think the Bills cover this one, man. It's tough to say that with 13.5, and there's threats. Even with Skyler, there's threats on this Miami team, but they look like a high school offense, bro, when Skyler's on the field. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the run game, not buying the passing game, all of this. I think the Bills are just too much to handle right now. And emotionally, they're locked in. Like emotionally and ready to play, like they are all locked in.
Be out in that game. They're going to show love, support.
Yeah.
They're doing it for Mr. Hamlin. It's
at home too, bro.
At home. Yeah, not beating.
We ain't got to spend a whole lot of time on this one.
Nope. Moving on.
that ain't gonna be a wash. I'm giving it. Hey, if the Dolphins somehow win that one, bro, that will be an entire. I'll dedicate a whole episode to talking about how great they are, how great Mike McDaniel is,
and I'll dedicate a whole episode of how I'm gonna be crying.
Yes, you will be in tears.
The tears will be heavy.
The L's will be big in the word Bills.
Facts. There's already 4 L's in Bills. Okay. We just want that one W. One time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. Charles, go Bills. Thank you. G. Guerrero, Niners beating the Seahawks. We just talked about this. Of course, the Niners are going to beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's not close.
It's not even close. All right. So, New York Giants versus Minnesota. Minnesota is giving up 3 points. I still like Minnesota in this game. I don't see how Justin Jefferson's historic season and how he's really one of the best offensive players, if not the best offensive player this year, outside of maybe McCaffrey, does not go to the next round.
Yeah.
Is Christian Kirk an elite guy? No, he's still not elite. I don't care what they're saying. He's solid, just not an elite guy for me. I think Dalvin Cook has a good game, a better game. He's kind of falling off, but I think they're probably just saving his ass for the playoffs. Give me the Minnesota Vikings to cover 3 points.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think the Vikings handle business in this one. It'll be a one-score game. They're 11-0 this year in one-score games. So I think the Vikings, man, they played close. The Giants have been close too, and I'm not taking this game for granted. I think this is a game that'll be close on both sides. Like, this Giants defense has been for real, especially with Kayvon Thibodeau's really stepping up here over the second half of the year. And then Saquon, bro, you can't count out Saquon in a game like this, man. So the Minnesota defense has been terrible. But the Giants defense has been a little soft on the inside there. So I think that Dalvin, like you mentioned, could be a good like if you were playing, daily fantasy league or some player props, he would be a good play there. But it's really going to come down to, can Daniel Jones make the throw? Yeah. We know they're going to use the legs. We know they're going to use Saquon. Can he make the throw? Can this offense put up enough points to contain with this Vikings team? And are the Vikings going to have the last drive, and Justin Jefferson going to make the play? That's what's going to come down to.
Justin Jefferson is going to make the play. I think he's a little upset about him. He's a little upset about getting locked by
Jair.
Man. Jair.
Jair.
He is just a beast.
Yeah.
He is him.
Kept him from that record. Kept him from the record.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's some alpha shit right there. Like, you ain't getting it on me. I don't care about all them other yards you got, bro. I'm the man.
Top G shit right there, bro.
Top G.
Top G. Yeah, but I think Jefferson and the Vikings roll in this game.
Now, say Kirk Cousins loses this game, right? And we've heard all the smoke about Kirk Cousins not be able to perform in big situations. This game's going to be teetering into the afternoon-night session. And we've heard this says at home for the Vikings against an inferior, quote-unquote, inferior Giants team. They've already beat this team before. Is this the last hurrah for Kirk if he loses?
That's a good question. I think that, one, it depends on the contract.
Because he don't have a long-term deal. I think his thing's only like 2 or 3 years. Right, I'm pretty sure Kirk's contract was only 2 or 3 years, and he just got extended like a year or two ago. So I don't think it can't be too long a term a deal.
Okay, so he is a free agent in 2024.
Next year, he has 1 year left on his deal.
Pay cut in 2023, $10 million. So he has $40 million this year, $30 million next year. So he's definitely going to play next year. Like, he's going to be the Vikings guy, but they don't do anything. The thing about the Vikings, you're going to have to give me another receiver, because Adam Thielen is shooting his way down. As a good thing, if they don't, okay, for your dynasty guys and guys that are following me on TikTok, if you're dynasty and you notice that the Vikings don't draft a receiver in rounds 1 through 3, smash Hawkinson. If you need a tight end, go smash Hawkinson.
I like that. That.
So it's going to come down to, they need another receiver and then defense. They got everything else. You can run Dalvin to the ground last year, next year, and then he's done. And probably be a good idea to sell Dalvin. Just throwing it out there for the offseason. Probably should sell this dude.
Madison's a free agent, though.
Right. That's what I'm
Dynasty,
saying.
Ty Chandler.
Once Madison leaves, that's the time to sell Dalvin, because it's like, the backfield's all his.
Yeah.
Yada, yada. So you got to use little things here and there for your stock price. But yeah, for Kirk Cousins, man, next year's going to be his last year. And then he's probably going to get negated to a horrible team that needs a quarterback.
Backup.
That Goff.
Flacco. I think he turns more into like Flacco.
Yeah.
Like Flacco, backup, start when like spot start.
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
That type. So,
because Kirk's pretty old now. So
he's getting old.
Yeah.
Yep. He's getting old.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, -9 for the Bengals. At the Bengals, if it was Lamar, I think the Ravens win this game. Justin, you have a different view than me, but I think the Bengals will win. I'm going money line Bengals. I don't think they cover, but I think they win. So I would say give me the Ravens and the points, but I don't think they win. So
if you had it on a ticket, you do like a winner's ticket with the Bengals. But if you were just betting straight up, go Ravens plus 9.
Ravens plus 8.5. Yeah.
I'm going Ravens +9 with Tyler Huntley.
Okay.
And I'm going Ravens money line with Tyler Huntley, baby. You know, I was a little sketch about it, but I really think this run game and this defense is going to show up. And I think a lot of people are just counting out the Ravens because Lamar's out. The thing about Lamar, it's the run game that matters for this team more so than anything. And Tyler Huntley hasn't been terrible. Like, it's not like he's just a bad quarterback. He's just not Lamar. So as long as his defense can hold the Bengals to under 21, 24 points, the Ravens are going to have a legit shot just off the strength of the run game. So these two teams have played before. Joe Burrow has not passed for over 220 yards in either game. The Ravens had backups last weekend, and they still couldn't pass on them. The Ravens won the first time these two teams played. The Ravens won handily without J.K. Dobbins, without Gus Edwards. They were rocking with Kenyon Drake. The first time these two teams played, Marcus Peters was just coming back. He was banged up. I like this Ravens matchup, bro, and that's a lot of points. So I think +9 is for sure play. And if you on the wild side like me, hit that money line, baby.
Hey,
hit that money line.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take the risk to get the checks, man.
Get the cheddar.
Go get your money.
When it comes to expectations, you think that the Ravens, like, you think Joe Burrow just goes nuts again? Like, is there any chance that Joe Burrow just goes nuts against him like he used to? Because they have different defensive players now.
Well, to me, it's Joe Burrow. He's got the weapons: T, Chase, Boyd. I mean, he's got it all, right? So of course he can go nuts. I just think it's a divisional game. Ravens play good defense. They do run the ball well. I just don't think that they can cover the 8.5. I would just bet money line Bengals for me.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right. Dallas at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is getting 2.5. Wow. Tom Brady hasn't lost to the Cowboys? That little narrative? What?
Yeah. 7-0.
That's correct. And I saw that little clip. I don't know who was talking to Tom. He's like, you're undefeated against the Cowboys?
Oh, it was Mike. It was Mike Evans. He was he knew. He knew.
Yeah, I am. It's going to be tough to I would assume Brady's final year, or maybe he's got one more. I don't know. It's going to be. I don't think Brady loses at home. I just can't. I can't see it. I mean, but the Cowboys, man, like they're good. Like they can roll the Bucks. They can roll the Bucks. So it's a tough one for me.
This is the toughest game of the week. This is the toughest game of the week for I think anybody.
Predict the outcome.
Because you know what Tom Brady is, bro. Like, you know Tom Brady's the GOAT. You know he's come back from games like this, and they've won. They kind of like use these last-second games to get into the playoffs. It's like we've seen Dallas look like a Super Bowl champion, and against the Commanders last week of the year, they couldn't beat a team that wasn't really trying. They had their back. They had Sam Howell. They couldn't beat him. So it's really a Jekyll and Hyde team. I do like the Cowboys, though. I just think that they're a better team. I'm going with the better defensive line. Can get the pressure against that weak-ass offensive line for Tampa. I just think the Cowboys get the run game clicking and get things right. You know, sometimes it takes taking that whack-ass L, get out of your system.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's fair. They're definitely the better team. It's hard to bet against the GOAT at home and the points. God damn.
Home dog in prime time. This game's on Monday night.
Yes. And
all the narratives.
Who shines in prime time? It's the GOAT. Come on, man. It's Tom Brady. I'm not betting on the game, but if I had to bet, give me the GOAT in prime time +2.5.
Tom Brady goes out there, performs like a dog, 250, 2 TDs, just normal Tom Brady game, and they lose to Dallas. He's coming back the next season, or he's going to the broadcast booth where he has a 10-year deal waiting for him.
He's coming back, bro. He can't quit. He doesn't quit, bro. I don't know. Like, he should stop. He should have stopped after he won a Super Bowl. Just, hey, I'm riding out on the sunset. I'm good. I did what I needed to do. That's when he should have retired. Let's keep it real. But, hey, man, I'm going to say he plays to 65. Fuck it. I mean, retirement age, bro. Normal people retire to 65. That's how long he's going to play. Because at this point, how do you think not? How do you think he won't?
He said he wanted to play till he's 45. And what is he, 44 right now? About to turn 45 at some point this year? I think that
LeBron, when he said, I want it, the last thing I need to do is play with my son.
But
So
for Brady, it's like, he's got the most rings, he's got MVPs, he's
nothing
got the
left to
allure.
prove.
There's nothing left, right?
Nothing.
But at the same time, it's like, you go out. I think there's a little bit of a competitor in him that would fight back against, like, hey, I just lost again in the first round this time. Like, you can kind of see a downward trajectory, and there's a competitor in him that I don't think will allow him to continue losing like that.
Yeah.
So to me, I think, especially with them having a losing season, it was his first losing season in hella long, or
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Almost
was
never.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I think this is just the time for him. I think he realizes it. Like, I'm having to do way too much to try to win a football game right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's all. Hey, man, all things come to an end. It's sad, we saw it, and it's sad to see that. But it is what it is. It's sad to see, but hey, man, I will always remember Tom Brady. When it comes to football,
Always.
he's the greatest. I'm sorry, he's the greatest. And
Last one.
they talked about the other day. I was like, I think there was a conversation. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it on TikTok. But it was like Deion Sanders, the greatest, bro. Look, Deion Sanders is a great player. LT's great player. Jerry Rice, great player. But Tom Brady, man, the hardest position in sports, doing it consistently, doing it the longevity, getting the rings when it matters, all these comebacks. It's Tom Brady, bro.
The GOAT. Last one on this game, right? Dak Prescott now on the other side. This Cowboys team was playing really good. Will go into Tampa and say they take an L. Mike McCarthy, Dak, Zeke, all these guys are on the hot seat. Do you think any changes happen before next season?
Well, it's going to depend on contracts, right? We got to figure that out first. But yeah, they have to go. It's almost done. Like Dak, I think you got to stay because it's just so hard to find an average to above average, and even elite.
Yeah.
I don't think Dak's elite, but I definitely think he's above average. I think he's above average quarterback. I think he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yes.
As long as the pieces are around him. So 100%, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Just like Trevor Lawrence and Herbert, I think there are Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. They just have to have the team around them to do it. I don't think that they can, like, Mahomes can win with almost anybody. Like, that's the level of talent that he is. And then there's tiers below that in Burrow and Josh Allen and all that. I think Lamar, there are a little bit tiers left. And then below that, you got Super Bowl winning guys like, Herbert, Lawrence, and all that. So, yeah, I don't think you can get rid of Dak. You just can't do it. But Zeke's, I don't know how his contract looks for 2023. I'd have to look that up. But Zeke's, he's got to go. They're going to have to draft his replacement. They need another receiver.
I think 2 or 3 years left.
Straight up. They can't just have CeeDee Lamb. And Gallup's not doing, I don't know if he's not going to be the same after the injury or what. Like, I've seen some flashes out of Gallup, but there's no consistency. Like, he's the Gabe Davis of the Cowboys, right? Like, he's the Gabe Davis of the Cowboys. Like, you see some flashes.
They say it takes 2 years for ACL to be back to normal, It's
like, okay, why'd you bring him out there? Just keep him rehabbed. Like, keep him, So, I don't know.
I don't know.
They're going to need some help.
So,
yeah.
There it is, man. Wild card weekend, man.
Cool. That's the wild card weekend. That's what we think. We got a few comments that I skipped over because we're running the show here, guys. But I'll go back through a few of them. Niners and Bills Super Bowl, just as it should have been.
Love it. Let's go. Let's go straight up.
For that, me and Justin have already said we will be in the area.
Yes, in attendance in some form or fashion.
If that were to happen, and of course the Bills would kick the crap out of Niners. No,
ain't no way. Ain't no way.
No way. Niners and Bengals 89-88 rematch is what we're calling. Okay, yeah, I could see that.
I called that last year.
Frauds, not gonna lie, the Vikes are frauds. Well,
yeah. I think the Vikings are frauds, but I think they win this week's.
Yes, they will definitely win this week. I think Dabble will have the Giants where they need to be next year, but I say this year is the Vikings. Okay, go Bills. Yes, sir. Since you're a Bills fan, would you love to see Brady exit in the first round? Absolutely. I'm a Bills fan. Yes, he has tormented us for years.
Yeah.
Death to Brady in the first round. That would be great. Do you think the Ravens will score more than 10? Yeah, I think the Ravens score more than 10.
I'm big on the Ravens, so
go with the Ravens. Roquan Smith is him. Okay, yes, he's very good. Let's go Bengals. Jamar Chase MVP. Jamar Chase is not the MVP this year, but very good talent. We like Jamar Chase. Uh, CJ, my man, thanks for joining us, man.
What's good
Las Vegas next year. I could certainly see that
with Devontae.
With Devontae, that would be a huge upgrade. Not slightly because we do like Mike Evans on the show, but very good. Yeah, I could see that maybe, but I could see just throwing it out there. Why not the Niners, man? Like I want to see the Niners.
The Niners already got too many quarterbacks. They have a good problem.
What's another one?
They have a good problem.
Yeah, they do. They do. The Cowboys are dangerous and self-destructive at the same time. Yes, we did call. We were talking about that. They are the boom and bust of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So hopefully you run into the Cowboys on the bust side. Let's see. Did someone say Tom Brady the GOAT? Tom in the
Tom was good, dog.
What's good, man? What's popping? Thanks for hitting the live. Yes, Tom Brady is the GOAT, not Tom.
Yeah, not Thomas.
Let's see. The last thing he could do is be the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl with a losing record. Ooh. Is that what he wanted?
That ain't what he want. He don't want that problem, bro. That's them the narratives. Yeah, that's the narratives.
Niners and Bills Super Bowl. I'm here for it. Yes, sir. Let's go. Justin Tua will be active versus KC next week. Yeah, man. Tua not making it past round one, homie.
Nah.
Bench. In fact, I don't think Tua should even play. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This
like the rest of his career.
You know, honestly, I don't know. I can't judge it. I'm not a doctor. I don't know Tua's full extensive medical history, but all of these, dude, it's bad. I'm sorry, man.
I honestly think he's not going to play next year. Like I think he'd at least take a year off. Because you have 3 concussions in the same season, it's not like they were just those mild concussions. These were severe concussions. Like, dude is getting knocked out, like not even able. They saw the stats of that second half of the game where he got that 3rd concussion where he just completely played like shit. You can't continue to take those kind of hits. And obviously he doesn't know how to protect himself.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. And we're big advocates for player safety here. Like, we don't want to see this. Like, I'm sorry, but I hate injuries. I don't want to see it. And, as a Bills fan, I just witnessed a guy almost die. And I don't want to see this dude, his brain go to mush. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it. So, yeah, prayers to Tua. I hope you have a healthy rest of your life.
Yeah. Bounce back, bro. Just fuck football for a little bit. Just bounce back.
Question, you have to go. Like, automatic, you're done. Like, just be done. Cowboys are 1 and done. I could see that. But I
can see that too.
I could see that.
Vikings, I could also see him beating the Eagles.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, boom or bust of the playoffs. Vikings win on Sunday. Yes, we believe the Vikings will win on Sunday. A McDaniel Brady reunion in Las Vegas. I could see that.
I can see that.
Joe Burrow to throw 36 pass attempts. What's his average? Yeah.
I don't know about the attempts. Like I don't know what his average is. The only thing is for the attempts, it's tough because if they get in a bad game script against the Ravens, he's hitting that. If they go and they get the lead, they're going to pound the rock a little bit. So that's a little bit tough for
Cole.
I'll probably stay away from that one.
We're staying away. Let's see. Seahawks will have the upset of the playoffs this weekend. Division opponent. Absolutely not. Do not bet on that.
Yeah.
The Niners are rolling in that. I cannot do it.
Last game against the Ravens, Joe Burrow threw for 40. He threw 42 times.
42.
Yeah, and he only threw for 220 yards. I go under on the yards.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Under on the yards. Joe Burrow's yardage total for this weekend's game is sitting at 272 yards. Joe Burrow this season against the Ravens has not thrown for over 220 yards passing. That's a 50-yard difference. The Ravens have, as a unit, in the last 14 games, have only given up over that yardage total in 3 of their games. Out of their last 14 since their team has gotten healthy, since they got Roquan Smith, all that. Fade Joe Burrow this weekend. Fade the passing.
I think Joe Burrow's getting a lot of hype, which is deserved because he's doing so well, but we got to get back to reality and not live in delusion here.
Facts.
Go Get the under on that one. Pete Carroll with nothing to lose is dangerous. I don't care about Pete Carroll. I'm sorry. The Niners just end that old man. Carroll. He's done. He's not happening. Skyler has been improving each game. Skyler, I'm sorry, bro. You're getting smacked up.
Yeah.
You're getting smacked up in this game. I'm sorry.
Your name is Skyler, bro. Your parents hated you.
That's it. Your parents hated you, and the Bills hate you too. Bengals over the Bills. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's the popular pick. I mean, I don't see a lot of people, thinking that the Bills can beat the Bengals, but whatever. I don't.
How's it going to be Bengals Bills when the Ravens are going to be playing the Bills next week?
Damn, how's that going to be? God damn. Exactly.
I mean, not the Ravens, the Chargers.
Or the Chargers. Yeah.
I think the Chargers be playing the Bills. Ravens might be playing the Chiefs.
Excited.
Let's go. Honestly, that would be a fucking game.
It would be. I'm gonna lie.
Chargers Bills would be a fucking game.
That would be a game. I'm down. I'm here for it. Look, there's a lot of cool teams in the AFC, and I think the playoffs are way better on the AFC side than the NFC.
Yes, 100%.
I'm with it. Let's see. San Fran, Jags, Miami, bias pick, Minnesota, Cincy, and Tampa Bay. That's who you got. Okay. But you got to end that Miami pick. I don't care how biased you are. You're losing the game. I'm sorry. You're losing. Jags beating the Chargers. I picked the Jags plus the points, but I think maybe the Chargers win that game.
Think so?
Cowboys, we're going to do it for DeMar. Oh, go ahead. I mean, you're my guy, but okay.
Everybody's going to say that, huh? We all doing it for DeMar, baby.
Ravens winning. Oh, you're with my boy Jahan.
Let's go.
Jamar Chase to get 77 yards plus 7 receptions.
I don't like it. I know he got that last game, but I don't like it.
No, don't do it.
You're
biased too. I'm not biased, man. Like, it's just how
everybody's saying the Bills are going to do good. How are you biased?
I'm not biased, bro. The Bengals are taking the AFC. The Bengals are everybody's favorite right now.
The Chiefs are taking the AFC.
Honestly, it's probably the Chiefs. And that's coming from a Bills fan. It's probably the Chiefs, okay?
They're so quick to write off the Chiefs, man, because their defense
Chiefs, bro. Like, it's Mahomes. So you can't bet against Mahomes.
He's like Luka. When you see Luka and he has the ball, he's going to do a step back 3, and you cannot stop it. That's Pat Mahomes in the fourth quarter.
He did better this year statistically without Tyreek Hill, bro. Like, come on, man. You have a Buffalo Bills hat on any given Sunday, and we have a good offense without Tua. I understand any given Sunday. I get it. But first of all, the NFL is rigged.
Oh, my God. Here we go. The script.
We're at home. Come on, man. I just don't see it. Look, I will make a post apologizing to you if the Bills
user 5367353. The bot.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, he laughed for it.
There it is. There it is.
I mean, the Ravens have a great rush defense, but pass defense not great. Jamar Chase go to target.
No, that's a fallacy, bro. Everybody keeps saying that their pass defense isn't that good, and it's not true. They got back. So earlier on in the season, they had a lot of bad games. Like Tua, they had that bad game against Tua, and everybody thinks the secondary is trash because of that. Marcus Peters was not playing. Marlon Humphrey was hurt. They just got Roquan Smith midseason. Like, this defense is getting healthy and back. It's a bad narrative.
Yeah. I would be interested to see if you take away that game, where do they rank? Right?
That's a good that. You know what? I might be able to fucking get. I'm gonna run it.
Chargers have it if Herbert comes back. What do you mean? He's already back. Herbert, Justin Herbert, the quarterback. He's already there. What are we talking about, Brandon? So as long as you guys don't throw snowballs at us again, look, man, it's the mafia. You're gonna have to just fight through that, man. That's what we do. If it snows, it snows. Fuck it. That's just how we are. Yeah, we're gonna throw all the snowballs. So while
wow. So from week 7 on, the Ravens were the number 8 fantasy defense.
Mm-hmm.
From week 7 on.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
That's crazy, bro. They were the number 8 fantasy defense.
So the
Ravens. I don't know how you can say that, bro. Like, it just doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. So that's it take the under on Joe Burrow. Take the under on 77-7 for Jamar Chase.
I'd fade the Jamar Chase. I would just kind of
I
fade
probably
that one.
wouldn't even touch Jamar Chase because
Yeah.
he's an elite guy.
He can have that one catch.
One catch is exactly. He could go to the house on any given Sunday. Right. That's just
any given Sunday.
All right, Justin, man, we had a great night. The Gods will be doing our show Friday nights this time around the off season. I've got we will recap what happened this weekend. We will talk about after football is over. We got Dynasty going. So yeah, man, it's going to be a good little off season, a little slower in the off season, but slower. Hey, still running.
Stay with us, man. Stay with us. I know y'all are going to leave, but y'all come back next year. That's what you guys always do. Y'all be back next year. If y'all want to run with the Dynasty content,
just keep the follow. What's up?
Keep the follow, bro. People don't like seeing it after they lose. They like, man, fuck these guys.
Yeah, fuck these guys. They told me the right answer, but I faded them.
Tough shit.
Tough shit, man.
All right, man.
Don't be the NPC.
Can't be the NPC, bro. Everybody wants to fade us. You got to follow us, dog. That's the way.
Yeah. All right, Jayhan. I'm out.
Yes, sir.
Later. Peace out and go Bills.
Peace out, YouTube.